Welcome to episode 97 in a warm cafe, and this is about Denis von Meck, man from Moscow, who's come to Paris to talk about his family, Tchaikovsky. He's the great-great-grandson of Tchaikovsky's sister. Tchaikovsky was gay, but his sister was not, right? And his family, Denis's family, is a very famous railroad family. They started the railroad, and the family financed Tchaikovsky, gave him money so he would do nothing but compose music. So that's why we have all the wonderful music from Tchaikovsky. And the woman who gave him Tchaikovsky the money was Mrs. von Meck. There's a movie about it called The Music Lovers, made in 1970s with Richard Chamberlain. It won an Academy Award. Had music, was Tchaikovsky's soundtrack music was incredible. It's a great movie, and it's free on it, and you can watch it. So that's what this is about. This is sponsored by you. If you want to help me continue this channel, buy me a coffee. I put the link up above. It's also below. You can just click on it. What you can do is you buy me a coffee for €5 and $5, I'm sorry, and you become my drinking buddy. It can be a coffee or wine or beer, and then you're a drinking buddy. And I'm going to start putting some names up of some people who are kind enough to buy me a cup of coffee or a beer or a glass of wine. The second sponsor is Synostics.com. I've talked a lot about it. The link is below. What happened was I met Denis on the internet. He actually sent me an email and said hello, because I was talking about things going on in Russia that my family was connected with, and he wanted to know more about my family and me. And we kind of became good friends, and he came to Paris last year and gave a lecture, and I went to the lecture, and there was a concert, and it was wonderful. And I'm going to do the same thing again this Friday. I think I'm going to go, and should be interesting. So that's what is going on. A man from Moscow coming here to talk about his Tchaikovsky family. Pretty interesting. So kind of fun. So that's the end of this episode 97, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So, and I'll talk a little bit about Synostics, with my corporate sponsor. It invented a device you put under your feet when you're sitting at a desk, and it talks to your nervous system electronically. It's not a vibrator, and your brain contracts a muscle in your lower leg called the soleus muscle, and what it is, it's a pump, and it's actually the device we call it the heart partner, because it aids the human heart. What it does, when this muscle flexes in your lower leg and the back of your leg, it puts all the fluids in your lower legs up to the top of your body where they belong, and it lowers your blood pressure and allows your heart to work better. And if your heart is doing better and your blood pressure is down, then your brain gets more blood flow, and as a result, if you use this machine maybe an hour a day or so, you get less cognitive decline. Cognitive decline, in fact, goes away after 6 months. So it's a heck of a device. And if you want to know about it, just call Bruce Badeau. He's at brucebadeauoutlook.com, and he can tell you about the company. And what we're doing is we're raising money for the company to take it worldwide. It's an existing company. We have the patent pending, all of that, but we want to expand the company and go worldwide, and we're looking for money and talent to do that. And Bruce Badeau is our strategic planner, so you talk to him. So that's my corporate sponsor, okay? And then you can buy me a cup of coffee if you like what I'm saying here. Why not? We're at a coffee shop or sidewalk cafe. Oh, and it's a beautiful day here, by the way. I'll just show you here. Yeah, nice. And if you want to help me for free, that's another way of doing it. You can subscribe to this channel. And there are other things on here besides my podcast. My podcasts are always marked EP, which is for episode. And then you can also see some of my tango videos. I like to dance tango. It's my hobby. But those are on the channel as well. So this is a channel. There are more things on here besides podcasts. Okay? But the podcasts are kind of fun. And the podcasts are basically in a coffee shop or wherever I am in the world, and talking about things that I've done and what I'm doing and that kind of thing. If you find it interesting, buy me a cup of coffee. Let me know that you care and you're a good friend, and you can be my drinking buddy. And I'm going to put the names up if you like. You can be anonymous if you want, of course. I'll put the names up of people who bought me a cup of coffee and are my drinking buddies, basically. So thank you. So you can subscribe to this. That's one way you can help me. The other way you can help me is to ask some questions in the chat, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you've got. And you can also share this video to your friends to show them how crazy I am. Thank you. And then the other thing is, if you're on a YouTube application, this is everywhere. This is on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook. But if you're specifically on the YouTube application, you'll see some end tags at the top, 3 of them. One on the top right is to subscribe, and it's free. All it does is notifies you when I do a new podcast. That's all it does. It's totally free. Doesn't cost anything. And then the one on the top left is a link that I will send you to that might be associated with this podcast, something that is follow-up on what I'm talking about here, or I find interesting. And then the third one at the top, at the bottom left, is a playlist. And the playlist is all my podcasts in a list. You can choose which ones you want to listen to. It says all the way down to 1. So you can watch any of my podcasts, and all that's free, okay? So the only thing that costs money is you buy me a cup of coffee, and $5, come on. Let me know you care. So that's the end of this episode 97, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.